What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. First off, anybody that lives down south, I hope you guys are all safe and sound. I know you guys had a rough patch of weather come through there with the hurricane, and I just hope everybody stayed safe. Today we're going to be focusing a little bit on the Speed 6, getting it prepped and ready to get back together. Ran into some hiccups with the machine shop. Unfortunately, that has set us back a little bit, and we're just waiting on that to get finished up. Had some new valves and cams that I had to get for it, like I mentioned in the last episode, I think. So it's basically going to be a fully refreshed head, with, you know, it being decked, cleaned, and all that stuff ready to go. It's got new valve seals, new valve guides, all that good stuff. But yeah, we just finished up eating at Jersey Mike's. If you know, you know, because it's that good. And we haven't had one near us in a while, and I think this one just opened, so pretty awesome, super good. But we, like I said, we're waiting on the cylinder head to be done. That's literally the only thing holding us up from putting the actual engine back together and kind of moving forward with putting everything back in the car. But there is some prep work we got to do back at the house to get ready for that and kind of set ourselves up for success when we go to do that stuff. And I'll explain more in depth when we get there, so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. But by popular demand, this video is going to come live first. I have a bunch of other videos that we're trying to film, but the weather is just not cooperating. We're getting a lot of aftermath from the hurricane, like tonight and tomorrow. So I just want good weather for what I'm filming for you guys, because it's gonna be legit, and you guys are gonna like it. So just hang tight. The weather's supposed to clear out of here by this weekend, and then we'll get to that for you guys. You guys will probably be seeing this by Sunday anyway. So we're gonna jump back to the house and get to showing you guys what we're gonna be doing to tackle the Speed 6 to get this thing ready to get back on the road. Guys, back at the house. We're here with the Speed 6, looking sad, extra sad. But we are going to be moving forward from here, and I'm pretty excited. Couple things. My DTP exhaust manifold is sold and is heading out tomorrow. It's nothing against DTP at all. I want to get that straight. This is a log manifold at the end of the day, and it is just not meant to flow as much power as we're going for. It will be our limiting factor for sure, but this manifold is a great piece. It would hold the power. It would definitely hold the power. It just won't be flow efficient for the power range I'm going for. So this is off to its new owner, and I have a new manifold on the way that I just happened to pop up. One of you guys actually tagged me in it, and I ended up getting it. So you guys will see that soon. You're probably wondering what this huge box is here. This is from my guys over at Ace Solutions Auto Parts. I talk about them all the time, guys. They're a part out company that has a lot of Mazdaspeed stuff and a lot of other cars too. They have performance parts that they sell used that are off of cars that they pull out. But this is for Dom's car, and I believe there's something in here I need too. But this is Dom's interior pieces for the back of his Speed 3, because when he bought the car, it didn't have like the hatch panel and like the rear plastics and stuff like that. So they were awesome enough to take apart one of their Gen 2 Speed 3s they had, and got all the plastics and everything in here. And I believe they even included most of the hardware that they were able to save from it to send over to make it easier to install. So huge shout to them. So I'm going to open this up here, because I have something in there for the Speed 6 that I am going to need. All right, guys, in the trunk, got my headlights and intercooler and stuff. But this is my custom battery tray that my boy Jason over at Junkie built for me last year. And I kind of got it fastened to the floor, but I want to run some longer bolts to the bottom side of the trunk underneath the car. So I need to grab some bolts from the hardware store and run those through the bottom, and I want to put like a lock nut on the back of them so that they don't budge. Put some Loctite on them so they're good to go, so that way I don't have to worry about the battery ever moving or coming loose on it, because I am worried about those those bolts in there. Although they are stainless and really good quality bolts, I just don't think they're long enough. And I still have the interior for the trunk and stuff. That's all sitting over here. My garage is a complete disaster. I literally haven't even sitting in this car probably in like over a month and a half. So jump in. It's super dirty on the outside. I feel super bad. Oh man, I can't wait to rock this thing. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be so sick. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. The whole car is going to be getting paint corrected, and once the paint correcting is done, I'm going to put all the sponsor decals that I'm going to put all the decals that I had on it before. I had a big FREEKTUNE banner going down the side, and I'm also going to be adding a Damond Motorsports banner. They sent me one to match the other side going down this side too. And then once the decals are on, I'm going to ceramic coat the car, because if you ceramic coat and then try to put decals on, they like won't stick. So I'll do that and then go from there. Maybe a stupid idea to ceramic coat over the stickers. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to see what my vinyl guy says, but I got the Evil M badge to put up there, stuff like that. That's all cosmetics. It doesn't really matter. But I need to get this transmission out and degrease that sucker and get that thing washed out so it's good to go and clean. I need to get this spare block off the engine stand and get ready to get my new Speed Performance short block on there, because I should finally have my head back soon, and then we're gonna start assembling ASAP and getting this thing ready to go in the car. I'm like chomping at the bit, guys. No lie. I'm like dying to get back in this thing. It's been being patient and just waiting because I don't want to rush anything. I just really want it to be perfect and good to go this time. The fuel system. A lot of you guys are asking me about the fuel system. We used to have it up front in the under the hood. This time I'm going to get a fuel cell for the back, and I'm going to mount it kind of in the center. I'm going to build like a platform, put it in the center. I might get like a 2.5 gallon tank, and I'm going to run a pretty large pump off of it because I don't ever want to run out of pump on this thing. So I'm going to get a real nice pump for it and run the lines to the front, and that'll be a return system. For higher horsepower PI setups, you definitely want a return setup. It'll benefit you, trust me. And that way we can clean up the engine bay. This is not a Cork Sport item. This is actually my DTP manifold I just showed you guys. I'm gonna ship that out tomorrow. Sorry for your packaging, but it's got a ton of packing peanuts in it, so get ready. I'm just waiting on a new engine harness to come in, and then while that is going on, I'm gonna degrease this. So I'm gonna stop talking, just kind of want to get an overview, and we're probably gonna film this over the next day or two, but you guys won't know the difference because you guys are watching it all edited, so it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna probably clean this thing up a little bit, degrease the engine bay, degrease some parts. I might actually take some of this stuff over to my work in the morning and use some real good degreaser and spray it down in the shop. That way I don't make a mess here, and then we'll be good to go and show you guys some prep work to get this thing ready to go. Gonna be a monster, boys. Gonna be a monster. This is pretty cool for our platform, as he has 3D printed and developed a new design for our stock injector studs. These are not obviously 3D printed. That was just for the actual makeup of it. But these are all actually A4 316 stainless steel. The studs, washers, and the nuts. This is awesome for our platform to have such a well-made and produced stud kit. For those guys that want to get rid of those OEM Torx style bolts, these work really good. So I'm gonna be putting these on the Speed 6 once we get the motor assembly rolling, and I'm pretty pumped because I know these will, you know, always have some good clamping force and last a long time. So definitely excited, and they're reusable as well. If you're interested in a set like this, you can head over to Mazdaspeed Customs. I have their Info right here on the screen and down below. You can check them out. The kit is actually super affordable. If you're doing injector maintenance or getting new injector seals or anything like that, this is a good time to do that kind of stuff, just for peace of mind and longevity. So definitely check them out. Rodney over at Mazdaspeed Customs. All right, boys, it's the next day. Got my man Vince with me in the back. I have the old DTP log manifold there, getting ready to ship out to its new owner. About to do that first, and then I have my transmission for the 6 in the back, in the bed of the truck. I'm going to be taking it to my work to clean up and kind of degrease and get it ready to basically put on the engine. I gotta put my seatbelt on, safety first. But yeah, so I'm gonna run over there, ship that thing out, and then go clean this thing up. I'll show you guys. I'm just gonna clean it. I'll show you guys that. And then I'm contemplating right now, because I have 2 transmissions and 2 transfer cases. One of my transfer cases only has 10,000 miles on it, and it's practically new. The other one has 100-something thousand miles on it, and that is also working, but has billet bearing caps in it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the billet bearing caps out of the high mileage one and put them into the very low mileage one, so that I don't have to worry about it. I may just get some extra billet bearing caps and just put them into the 10,000 mile transfer case and just have a backup T case that has billet caps. But they should, as long as they're in good shape, they should be able to transfer right over with no problem. So I'll probably do that for now, and then long-term goal is to use my spare transmission and get a Gen 2 gear set out of a Gen 2 transmission and fully swap over all of that into a Speed 6 case with some new brass shift fork pads, so I can you know, have a transmission fully set up for what I really want. But for now, I'm gonna run the Speed 6 trans with the gear ratio it has and just make it work to get the car up and rolling. If we need more mile an hour and stuff, then I will do the Gen 2 swap. So we'll just go from there. But for now, it should be plenty for what we're doing. And just to clarify some things, I got a lot of people hitting me up. I am not really trying to compete with anything with this car. I'm not trying to break any MZR records. I am positive that this thing is definitely capable of a 10-second pass when it's done. Just with everything it has, it should produce something like that. If I decide to do that, I probably will take it to the track quite a bit, but its main focus is going to be that street life, and I want to do a lot more different content with this car. You know, taking down, you know, high-end cars, supercars, if you will, if you want to, you know, put a clickbait title on it. But I definitely want to take down some like higher horsepower cars in the street and just show everybody what these cars are capable of, not just on the track, but in other settings too. So just something to have fun with. But I'm gonna jump over to the shop here and get to cleaning this transmission. A little windy out, getting kind of stormy, weird today. I don't know, but all right. Here's the engine bay. It's kind of greased up. I got some multiple products I got at work. I gotta take this catch can out of here and start organizing this stuff, because once I get my harness from Ace Solutions, it basically is ground, plug, these 2 hookups, and the power wire, and this whole run of wires that usually go around and back down below the motor. I'm just getting a new one because this one's kind of got some weird connections on it that I don't really like. This one's good though. This one's in good shape. So I'm gonna degrease in here, and I do it a little bit different way so it's not as invasive as like spraying down the whole engine bay. I have this stuff at Napa. It foams, and like you could tell from like that to this is just a quick hit of it from what it does. So I'm gonna foam this out real quick, and then just one section at a time, and just kind of wipe it down using like a dirty micro, or like a microfiber, and just go through and just kind of wipe some stuff down and clear out the area. And I'll show you guys, like, I don't know, here, there's a pretty gross area here. got like grease and stuff on it. And you just kind of wipe it down. And that comes out pretty clean. Doesn't leave any kind of like oily residue behind. Just kind of cleans up. Almost looks like I'm painting the subframe because it's like jet black. That actually works really good. Look at that finish. So it definitely cleans up really well. So I'm gonna go through and kind of do that all around, and I'll show you guys a little update. I did clean the transmission off. I had some degreaser at work and sprayed that down and power washed it out just to get all like the actual like transmission fluid and oil and crap that was all over it off of it. I am gonna bring it back in the garage and kind of take some of the brackets and stuff off and actually go through with a fine-tooth comb with some spray can degreaser and some brushes with some like abrasive bristles on it and kind of get it real clean and ready to go. So I just am really particular with that stuff, so it'll be nice to just kind of clean up. And this is what this prep is all about, is making sure like everything is good to go. So when I put it back together, I'm not like, oh, I should have cleaned that or I should have touched that up. I just want it to go back perfect and not have to worry about it. So I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'll give you guys a little after of all the cleanup. Really close. So I got like from here all the way around, like kind of done real quick. And you can tell that like there's no grease residue on here anymore. And like I got like all up in here. Vince, you want to come in and check and see? Like all up in these areas, it was all like loaded with, you know, a bunch of crap. All up in the back here, the firewall's pretty clean. Like all this faded paint, I guess, is normal from the factory, like how they paint the cars. Obviously it's a little scratched up and stuff from mounts, but it's not going to be perfect unless you were to repaint the engine bay. But we're trying to get it as clean as we can before we put stuff back, because, you know, we just want it to look good. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could take some black spray paint and hit like these areas right here that have like a little bit of surface rust. It's not like rusted through or anything, it's just like surface rust. If I used like some sandpaper or sand it out, it would come right out. But you know, I just A, don't really want to drop the subframe, and B, I don't think it'd be worth it for anything right now. You know, I don't know. It's not, like I said, it's not rotted or anything. It's just, you know, some surface rust, and that's really it. But you know, back in these areas, I'm gonna hit again. The steering rack is coming out really nice. I actually just sprayed the stuff on there, and I used like a bristle from a weapons cleaning kit, and I started hitting it. I'm gonna hit it more and kind of go through it all again. But I just kind of wanted to get it as best as I could right now. And I'm noticing a lot of like dirt and grime on stuff that I would have never cleaned, like the sway bar area and like back behind the exhaust and the drive shaft and stuff like that. So it's coming out really well. I'll kind of show you how I was cleaning the steering rack, and it was coming out pretty good. So because this was all like really dark, kind of like right there, but it lightened up quite a bit. But this is me being meticulous, just kind of trying to get it all cleaned up. But yeah. Even all the plastics turned out good, and so on and so forth. Man, on camera that looks really good. But yeah, this is like the stuff I'm going through, man. I just want to make sure it's good to go. This is just a jumbled mess of wire. I kind of just pushed everything up into the corner. But I'm gonna take these catch cans, and you can see here how they are. They have 2 mounting tabs on each side. I'm gonna cut both of them off on each catch can in the center, and then we're gonna weld them together so that it's like a dual catch can. And I'm actually gonna try to mount those back in the corner back here, you know, once everything's out of the way. Mount it back there, make a mounting tab for it, and do it that way, because these catch cans work. And I'll just put like a little drain line below so I can drain them from the bottom, and all will be good in the world. Well, not all will be good, because this world's a friggin' mess, but we're here just trying to make some videos for you guys. So I'm gonna keep going on this. Transmission over here, like I said, I just blasted it pretty quick. It's looking pretty good. Got most of the soot out of it. I'll probably go through again with a fine tooth comb and clean it up really good. I got, like I said, I got a spare trans and everything as well in the garage, as well as a transfer case. So we'll just see how it goes. But I'm gonna keep cleaning, keep prepping. And then I wanna get the battery in the back, like I showed you, all bolted down and ready to rock, so that we can literally just focus on getting the engine and trans and all that stuff in, and not have to worry about that. The only thing we'll have to do after we do all that is the fuel system, which is pretty straightforward. And I'll show you guys that when we actually do that. But priority right now is getting this thing ready to go so we can put this thing together. I'm gonna get this engine on the engine stand probably in the next day or two, and get ready to start assembling that. I'm super pumped. I seriously, I can't wait. It's gonna be sick. But let's get back to work. Guys, it's looking amazing. I ended up using some black touch-up paint and painted the faces of where the crash bar goes. No one ever sees that, but I just did it because I didn't like the way they looked. But what a transformation just by using this couple dollar engine degreaser. And there's probably about half to 3/4 of this thing left. I'm still gonna go through again a second time and use more of the scrub brush, because it started working really well on the steering rack. You can tell how clean the steering rack is looking, how much brighter it's looking. But just like got all back in here on the firewall and cleaned everything up. I mean, it's working really well. Compared to like back here, you can see how dirty it is. I haven't hit this side yet because I gotta get all this jumble of stuff out of here. I mean, everything is up here zip tied out of the way. So I wanna get that stuff out of the way and finish cleaning. But you guys are getting the gist of it, how I'm cleaning everything up. I just want to get it as nice looking as I can before we put everything back in. This is not a show car by any means. I am more focused on this thing going fast and giving you guys some great content. And then as far as the battery goes, I literally, there's nothing really to show you guys on it. I just got to get new bolts to run through the bottom to kind of make them a little bit longer and more durable. But I showed you guys that already. And then, like I said, guys, we're going to be getting this engine off of here, getting the new engine on, and start assembling the engine. I mean, those episodes will be awesome to watch because we're going to be putting everything together. I'll do like an engine assembly video, putting the whole engine together, which won't be anything crazy because the bottom end's already built from Speed Performance. So I'm just going to be slapping the new head on there, doing all that, but you know, kind of going through like what I do for torque specs off the manual and, you know, putting it together, showing you guys that. And then yeah, after that it's quick, guys. I mean, all the accessories bolt on, the clutch bolts on, trans bolts on, transfer case, and start really packaging this thing together to go on. Like I said, I got a surprise coming next week. The new manifold will be here for the turbo, new top mount tubular manifold. Pretty awesome. Let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see with this car as far as videos of us putting it back together. If you guys want to see anything specific, let me know. Also, guys, if you want to cop some merch to support your boys here on the channel and the builds that we're doing, definitely check out our merch store. It's the first link down in the description that you guys see. Go get yourself a t-shirt, a hoodie, you know, all sorts of other stuff. You guys can browse the store. There's plenty of stuff on there. We also started a Patreon. I'll list that right below the merch link. If you guys want to be a patron of the channel and kind of donate each month a certain amount, there's different tiers on there. You guys will get leaked content and kind of some updates along the way that you'll see before everybody else. So if you guys want to join that smaller family, definitely check out the Patreon link below, and all the support is greatly appreciated, and we love you guys so much for all the stuff that you guys do to watch and continue to support our journey. We're just guys behind the camera showing you guys what we're doing and the builds we're doing. That's gonna be it, guys. I hope you guys like this kind of an informational video slash doing some stuff to the car. But I appreciate you guys watching. But until next time, we'll see you later. Peace. Oh, real quick, we're gonna be filming the new reveal video for the car that Corey purchased for the channel, and we're super pumped about it. We're gonna be filming it tomorrow because the weather's supposed to be actually nice for once. The last few days have sucked, but definitely stay tuned for that. Turn your post notifications on because we got some cool content coming your way. But we'll see you guys later.